Hi, YouTube. I hope you're all doing well. I almost went live again, but I wanted to give a 30-minute notice to people, so I thought, no, I did get that video of Doug, that interview, off my phone, and I put it on my computer, and then I had to update my video editing software, which I have no clue how to use. There's a few different ways on there from what I understand, but there was a new one that I had to update, and then an extension for that, and I was trying and it said files can't be found, and I copied it a couple different places just in case that would happen. But I got so, well, not really frustrated. I was just busy today. So I thought, well, it's on there. So at least now I don't have to worry about just going live or whatever. So I got some wood in this morning after I fed them cats and got some bean soup going, ham and bean and veggies in there, and so I got all that taken care of, and I thought, okay, I'll just make a video now. But I really did try to do that editing, and I'm going to try it again another way, another day. But today's not the day. And I wanted it to be really nice because, you know, for people to see. He was pretty excited to see, he wanted to see it too, but I can only do what I can do. So, yeah, um, I did watch some of the headline news this morning. Well, I didn't actually watch it, I read it running across the screen of things that are going on, like our president saying that he's going to stand with um, them people over across the sea till whatever it takes, where he takes, I think it was $100 million and sent it to Turkey and Syria in that order, and 500 million to Ukraine. It's a little odd that we wouldn't take care of our people that are, when 11 train cars derail toxic waste and they burn it up and people's pets are dying and stuff right in Ohio. Oh, and I really get a kick out of people how they say instead of East Palestine, they they say like Stein, like a German mug. They don't want to make the connection there, but they'll say East Palestine, Ohio. That's not the right way to say it. Say it the right way. We already know anyway, people. And if you don't, there's a lot of Germans that moved over to the United States to hide from persecution because they weren't actually German, they're Jewish. Yeah, them ones. So, anyway, East Palestine. East Palestine instead of East Palestine. Yeah. We might get interrupted, but if we do, we'll just work through it like usual. So, yeah. See what else was going on. Well, quite a bit. I've been so busy. Maybe I don't have anything to talk about. No, I probably do. Just give me a minute. I'll light a cigarette. Let's see, trying to think of headline news issues that might be important to all of us. I don't know. Hmm. I don't know. Nothing really, I guess, too much different than anything that's always been going on lately. Ever, I really can't remember a time in my life there wasn't an issue like either a Cold War or war or threats of it. I can't remember a time where there was like total peace in the world. Not ever since I can remember. There's been a war going on. I had a chill Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it is chilly here. It's snowy and cold, and that's one reason I quit trying to edit that video too. And I had it on there, so okay, when I did find it anyway, um but then I couldn't see any place for the tools, and I know it said it that you could hide the toolbar in this one thing for like clipping it or whatever you wanted to do, but then I couldn't find that, and it's like, okay. And I was asking all these questions, and it would take me off into another page. And if you've been through it, you know what I'm talking about. I'm probably going to have to watch some YouTube videos because I don't have a clue. I used to be able to edit stuff. Now, there's an idea. Maybe I should go in Windows Office. See, because when I was going to Pine City University, I was using Office and Word. I loved Microsoft Word. That was so cool. So in the office and documents and that type of stuff. So making flyers and different things I can make for our company. And but I know they have editing software in Windows Office. So maybe I'll look into that. Maybe that's the way I'll have. I'm kind of familiar with that program. Maybe not the new Office 360. I don't know. I'll just see. I'm going to check around, like I say, and maybe somebody's got a better idea of what editing software works best and what's the easiest. But this one called Legacy was supposed to be so easy working with OneDrive, and no, it's not. Ugh. And then they kept telling me that my files couldn't be found. And it's like, what do you mean they can't be found? They're on my computer, you know? So, anyway, cheers, everybody. Yeah, I don't mind doing that type of thing. In fact, I sort of love it. I used to do it quite a bit, but with just different software apps, you know, it's like, yeah, so if I find the right application, that's easy for me, I guess. But man, so yeah, I bet I spent a couple hours, maybe nothing too horrible, but on and off, you know, and yeah, so. Mm. Once again, I'm trying to remember what they were talking about in the news, and I guess I don't know. Maybe it doesn't even matter. I mean, I don't know. It's all so bullshitty. You know what I mean? Everything. Well, we know the mainstream media is, it's nothing but Project Mockingbird, all that type of thing, and that is true. But every once in a while you'll get something like of what's going on, in the world that people probably want to know anyway if you're not reading news articles or listening to even independent media, which I do quite often. But I did unsub to some channels. It's like I go over there, and if they're live and if they're not welcoming, and it's not no that they wouldn't say hi to me. It's a certain group of people that have been told things about me, and if they want to believe that I'm a evil woman, then I don't want to be around it. It's like whatever. I don't chase people. I mean, I will inquire to see, hey, what's going on? Um, do you think I'm a bad person too, or whatever? But yeah, these self proclaimed Christians are really sweet. Like a candy that needs to be shoved in a candy eater's mouth, open wide. Yeah. chew it slowly so you don't choke on it, you know. So yeah, unsubbed from a couple. It's like, although they had good content and I like what they're doing, I don't wish them well. You know, can't say I do. Do I wish them any harm? No more than they wish me. I wish them on the same level. Nothing more, nothing less. That's true. I'm not being fake about that shit at all, you know. So, but anyway, yeah. I'm I I'm better off sticking with channels that are loving and don't act like animals. I mean, seriously, you know, people that listen to people that, I mean, it's one thing to kind of get excited if you're preaching the word of God, but if you think you're like up there when you're talking to people on your live stream, it's like I could just come right through there and take you down from up there. But I can't do that, and that's not legal anyway. So all I can do is ask God to. First, I ask, well, go in their hearts, you know. That doesn't always work because they may not be thinking with their hearts, you know, using their hearts and their minds all together like a whole person. And sometimes when people are younger, I mean, I can excuse that, but when they start getting a little bit older, this shit's intentional, you know. And even an older guy that I do trust that kind of goes on them live streams too, there's a couple of them that do sky phenomenon videos and stuff. You know, sunsets or what's up there type of thing, you know. But one of them had a live stream and I almost went on it. And they're all friends with that. And I wanted to check out his spirit and see what type of integrity he had. But I thought, no, not today. And he might have even made that live stream because he doesn't often, although he did say he was going to. But I thought, nah, I don't really need to be shunned anymore today. I'm doing good, you know. So I had a strange question from my daughter-in-law asked me if Doug has any problem with me looking in his browser at his browser history. No, why would he? Um, See, the point is he'll look at a woman right in front of me. So what do I care what he's doing on his computer? That's why he's estranged because he can't control that. And I can. Unevenly yoked, you know. But if you're around somebody that you have to worry what's on their computer or their phone or, you know, what, give it up, you know, for real. Let it go. If you're that worried about, you know, um, I checked browser history one time when my son was living here, you know, just to show them that I could, and it's not that hard. This is how you do that. And even if they were deleted, I know how to go in deeper. Even if you um, clean the disk and defragment, I can still find something in that computer if I want to. You know, so yeah, as far as um, would he let me? Yeah, he leaves this computer on all the time. All I have to do is go in there and push a button and move the mouse, and in a second, but I don't care. You know, I'm not like that, like that. I mean, whatever. I don't get that close to people to give a fuck, you know, because I don't have any reason to, you know. So if you are entrusting like that, and when it got to that point with me and him, that's when I separated myself, you know, for me personally, and telling him every step of the way how I feel and why. And if he wanted to stick it through as friends and as partners till I can get on my feet or whatever. Otherwise, if he wants a war, up for that too, you know, and I'll do that really good if it came down to that. So, either way. But no, to answer the question, because I did ask why that question was asked to me and I didn't get a reply. So I'm going to reply for you. I don't give a shit. And I still want to know why you would ask that question to me, or if that's just a general question that you're curious about how other people would act. And if I was, yeah, if I was in a relationship with somebody that I felt I had to check their browsing history, I wouldn't want anything to do with them. You know, that's the way I feel about that. So I wouldn't check it anyway, you know. And Doug is the same way as me. If I want to go with somebody, I would tell him, look, dude, I'm going to go out and you. And that's exactly what I did to my ex when he kept coming home late, or not coming home at all, or a week or two, or even a month and a half one time. You know, well, one Friday night, I said, guess what? You're going to watch the kids. And I was getting ready to divorce him, and he knew that. I was going to buy a house, which I did, and move my children in there, which I did, and make it so we all could have separate rooms, which I did. But I told him, you're going to watch the kids. And I didn't even go to bars, and I did not even drink. I hardly ever at that time in my life, but I went out and had a couple drinks and went dancing. I didn't really feel bad, but I felt stupid because still my sons were home alone with an idiot. So yeah, I felt pretty stupid acting like those type of people. And I've never acted like that again. So if I wanted to do something like that, I would just tell Doug to his face. Yeah. And he's like that too. Trust me. If there were going to be any, well, I don't know how shady he is. I'm not shady at all. I do things right up front in front of people. You know, like I'll talk behind your back to your face. It's like, turn around here. I'm talking to you, you know. So, yeah, I'm a little different. I really am, you know. So, not your typical. I'm not jealous like that. A lot of people, see, I don't get jealous. My feelings get hurt. If Doug were to come in here with another woman, the woman would hurt my feelings more than he would, you know. Oh, it'd make me feel bad. It'd be like, you fuckers are shitty, you know. But I wouldn't do things like that. So I would go get the paperwork signed without that estrangement paper and just file for the divorce papers and then go out and do what I want to do if I wanted to do that. That's what I would do. But he's got the papers he can sign anytime, you know, and he hasn't for, I think it's been about 10 years. I gave him that, you know. All he's got to do is sign it, and he has gotten rid of me. So, whatever. But as far as the actual extreme separation, I did that a decade ago, you know. So it's a little bit different relationship in my house than it is a lot of other people's. And my stand for God is a lot stronger than anybody I know. Whether you think I'm crazy or not, I don't care, because I guess that's what I feel is the right thing to do for me. You know, not even so. And yeah, as an example for anybody that's listening, I have integrity, and a lot of people try and treat me like I don't, or they'll try and use that integrity and what I believe to do the right things against me. And if I dare to say anything that opposes what they believe, well, they're going to try and slaughter me. Nah, that's okay. I haven't even started attack mode yet. And I am considering it. But if I do, it's not going to be in a small way, and I'll wipe some people off of YouTube just with my thoughts. So believe that or not, and laugh if you will. I'm not, I'm a little stronger than what you think. Oh, yeah, I hurt. And, like right now, my arm is freaking hurting me where I fell. And it is because of the wet, damp weather. And shit, Doug can't hardly even walk today, you know? So, and both of us really should have been on disability a very long time ago. He really cremated his back in, I think it was 1986. So, yeah, he hurt his back pretty bad. And, yeah. I had times even in my life right up until, well, and it hasn't happened like that. I'll tell you what it is, and some of you might have heard this before, but I had times in my life like I remember when my youngest son John was 11 years old, and I was sitting on the couch, and I had to get up and use the bathroom, but I couldn't walk. Sometimes the use of my legs and the nerve damage, and I was going to a chiropractor, and I think he was kind of keeping me out of alignment, you know. But like every few years or so, it'd be like my ability to walk would be gone, and that could be with my spinal damage that I had, and maybe the muscles around my spine, or you know different things I've had. I even cracked my tailbone, so I mean there I have, and I injured my hip one time, and I have so many injuries you really wouldn't want to trade, especially the ones that were inflicted by other people. You would not want to be in my shoes, you know? So, believe me. So, yeah, I'm strong, and if I don't stay strong, it probably wouldn't take very long to just sit around and die, you know. And that's what a lot of people are doing. In fact, the people that are coming against me with their smear campaign in the sky watching community are slobs. That's a fact. So they're like 15, 20 years my seniors or juniors, and they're muffin butts. So whatever. Wasn't that a nice way to put that? I was thinking how I was going to put that, and that one just sort of sounded about right. So, if I do get cut off, I do love y'all. I don't think I'm going to. I can probably make my like half-hour video like normal. But, and like I say, I don't really even know what this is about. Just journaling my day, you know. So I am thankful for the people that do love and appreciate me. Thank you, really appreciate that. It's hard to find good friends. It really is. And you do have to test people's spirits. You can't just like hang with everybody. And that's see a lot of what these people are is they want to be careful who they hang around with and who they talk to because it is their image and they're trying to make money. And somebody with a mouth like mine and just one well placed sentence might not make them look so good. And I'm sure that has a lot to do with it, you know. But I'm far from a troll, you know. I'm either somebody's best friend or I will be your enemy, but don't make me one, you know. I don't strike first. I got yelled at by a little fucking prick and I'm not done with them. That's how I feel. And they've been smearing me all over the place, you know. And other ones relatively that same age have joined in. What a bunch of diaper babies, little bitches. Anyway, so yeah, I'll probably get over it. I mean, I'm not crying anymore. When it first happened on Christmas Eve, yeah, I was really sad. It was a horrible night. But I have a son that was very close to death, and it was his birthday. And I was having a rough night and wanted to be around people, you know. And yeah, heard somebody yelling when they were preaching and I didn't like it and it escalated, you know, and I still feel like I was set up, but whatever. It's not something you really easily get over when people are like treating you dirty when you're on the internet. And a friend of mine happens to him all the time because he'll point something out or ask somebody something about a scripture that they don't want to answer. And that's when it all starts, right there. Well, they started it, I'll finish it. Actually, even when he says he's through with somebody, he's not, you know? It's not easy. First, you love somebody. When you do, and you're watching them, you think, I really love this person. And then they do something. Or, like me, I was led to another channel, and consequently, I ended up not liking the person, you know. But what do you do, right? Yeah, and I'm usually in a pretty good mood every day. It does take an awful lot to make me even crabby. I mean, if I'm not feeling good, I would have to be really injured, and then I might be a little crabby. Or if I had, like, I used to get really severe headaches where I would just throw up because of it. Or if somebody was being evil, I would run into the bathroom and throw up. Or I've gotten out